All right, some of this will be embarrassing, but when I talk about diddling and just finding things, the slide makes it a lot easier because you're not trying to, play around with chords and geez, I don't know about that one or maybe that one or this one or whatever. Um, so just to get some of this over to you, some of it will have pieces of cool and some of it won't. That's the whole idea, is just trial. So using a bass rhythm, and that's just, I'm kind of hitting the bottom two strings. I guess you could do it just on the E string, the lowest, but and it gets something into your head. So there's a lot of crap in there. I certainly like that kind of. There's something in there, but I'm not hitting the right stuff. And dropping back to 7. Doesn't quite resolve the way I want it to. Maybe down at the base. Maybe that's a touch better. Yep. So it's playing around and finding what works. A lot of what's going to work is going to be there at the 12, because that's your octave to what you're beating around in. That obviously we're at D, E. That's your flatted third, because your actual F sharp would be up, you know, even higher. And then that's really the same thing like I said before. You're just finding different tones, and I don't know if it did for you, but there sounds like Hawaiian guitar, too much of a major sound, not enough of a minor hiding in there, whatever it is. But once I brought it down to the bass, and I've got to feel that, but if you sell it, first time it can sound off, the second time you run through to it and you return to there, or you bring in a note that's relative to it somehow. I don't know theory well enough to know why, but you sell the note. Even though a person didn't expect it, and it might not match perfectly, when you do it again or you relate off of it, you kind of sell what you did is on purpose, and then people kind of look for it. Or they either like it or they hate it. That's the problem with anything, right? You can do it the same way everybody else does that people like, and people will like you. But you'll never do anything new if you do it exactly the way somebody else does it. So something a little bit different is what makes something memorable. Anyhow, pick a, you know, nope. We know that works. Anyhow, I got nothing more in me, but I wanted to send that out, even though I hated it because everything was garbage in there except for a couple of things. That's the sort of exploration that I think you'll stumble onto stuff that you like. Your ears remember stuff that you've heard, find the sounds, and play around with them and see what works. And even if it turns into a, you know, searching and finding the relation between the note that you're looking for, it'll get you what you're looking for. And being tuned differently makes those two notes the same.